we have our map. We're going to be loading into Hecate. Now, quickly going over the maps available here in the event. We have 7 maps. We have the 6 new maps that have been added, that have been proposed for the next patch, for the next phase of StarCraft, but we had to add an additional map, and that is Hecate. We've done that alongside all the other open cups, KSRC, as well as the Pigosar Cup. Often it is vetoed, but this time it was embraced. It's a bit of a blast from the past, but spawning in the bottom left-hand corner of Hecate, we have the South Korean Zerg player, the Red Zerg. He's 12 pulling again. God, he's going for another 12 pull. It is 3-point. And spawning in the top right-hand corner, we have his opponent. We have the Polish Protoss player, the Blue Protoss representing Streamer Zone. It is Gerald. And if you're in the chat, predictions are now open. Place your bets on who you think will take the series, on who you think will advance on into the next round. Best of luck. Best of luck in the chat. Now, as we mentioned before, even though 3-point was able to overwhelm Mute earlier in Game 1 and in Game 2, I do want to believe that Gerald will have a much cleaner response to this as the drone is moving out across the map. It is going to be a, once again, proxy hatchery out of 3-point, and it's going to be on Gerald to react and to respond. Now, even though we were able to, I mean, he probe scouts, he sees the 12 pull timing, he is fully aware of the aggression coming his way. He hasn't confirmed the proxy hatchery yet, but he is at least alert. See, he's laying the expansion, the probe moves out. Oh, big scouts! He does confirm, he does get eyes on the drone. And Geralt is aware, he's keeping up. And can he deny that hatchery? So far, so good. The workers, they do fight each other. Ooh. The drone does get a couple of extra hits in, is going for the hatchery, and doesn't quite get it. Yeah, the drone is denied, the hatchery is denied, the boys are being pulled. So it's going to be a 12 pull drone pull here from 3-point. Lings are moving out, and where the workers spotted? That's the question. The Zealot's being chronoed as we speak. And we have a full wall. Geralt, he's popping up, he does throw down the wall. Pylon is placed, Zealot pops out. And it's all about buying time. It's all about buying time here for the second Zealot, but oh, is it going to get here in time? That I'm less certain of. Yeah, the gateway, it's going to fall. There is a second gateway here towards the left-hand side. But again, 3-point is gaining ground. He breaks in. Yeah, he breaks in. He's going for the pylon. Pylon gets depowered. Geralt, he races back to his main, but again, he's only working with 1 Zealot and nothing else. Again, the second Zealot was, I mean, it never started. Boys are being pulled. Oh, gets us around. D's positioning here with the Zealot. Yeah, he shuts down the drones. Very nice probe drill. Oh my god. Geralt? Initially some good drilling here. But does he have enough? It's getting close. Shield battery's finishing up. It looks like Geralt, he will defend. He will survive. He does hold. Whew. Does hold on. 3-point, he backs up. He's going back to mining. And what kind of economic state do we have? Okay, 8 drones. Geralt has 8 workers in the main base. Meanwhile, nothing back at home. Ay. Nothing mining. There's no longevity here for 3 points. He's still pushing in. I mean, that's still a lot of lings. Still a lot of lings. Remember, there's no shield battery overcharge in the PTR. But there's still a shield battery. The surround! Oh, Zealot gets surrounded. Boys are being pulled. Geralt, he is holding on. Yeah, it takes down the drones. He can take the fight. Shield batteries within range. Oh, Geralt. Oh my god, almost gets surrounded. Oh, the energy. Let's go. There's the energy overcharge on the shield battery. And with that, once again surrounded, but the shield battery does support. And the Zealots will hold its own. Geralt holds. GG gets called. Geralt will take game number 1. Whew. GG. Oh, calm down. GG. Oh my god. Again, I was concerned, especially when the shield battery ran out of energy, but we had the energy overcharge, bearing in mind that you can use it on not just units, but on buildings as well. Was used on that shield battery. For those that are curious, energy overcharge does increase energy by 100, so bam, it does give a boost of energy to any units, and with that, the shield battery did maintain itself. GG, well played. Whew. Geralt does hold. Geralt does hold. Now we're getting into game number 2. Let's go. Let us go. And now the question becomes, are we still going to 12 pool here in game 2? As oh my god, as we are going to be loading into Ultra Love. Interesting. Ultra Love, of course, being a very defendable map. We have seen a lot of attempted all-ins on this map. We've seen a lot of successful and also some rough defenses as well. I'm always reminded of Solar versus Estrella. I do recommend tuning into the VODs. It was during the Pigosaur Cup, but there was a crazy all-in that Solar had gone for, and Estrella had an impressive defense for like 10 minutes, eventually was broken, but it was still just a very intense kind of setup there between Estrella and Solar. I would not be opposed to seeing something like a 3-base all-in from 3-point, but we'll see if he goes for a 12 pull again. We'll see. We go. So we are going to be jumping in. Also, something happened to the chat. What just... Oh my god. Oh, I see, I see. I do apologize, but something did happen in the chat. So slow mode was turned on. It's all good. We're getting raided? Yeah, so for those that are curious what just happened, we just got botted. We just got botted. So, yeah, bot raided, yeah. So we are dealing with that. I don't think we've actually been bot raided before. Crazy. Okay. So we're just basically we're just banning a bunch of people. Or a bunch of bots, I should say, and clearing stuff up. But here we go. We're getting into our next game, into game number 2, and spawning in the top right-hand corner of Ultra Love, we have the red Zerg player from South Korea, representing Team Hyper 1. It is 3-point. And spawning in the bottom left-hand corner, we have his opponent. We have the Polish Protoss player, the blue Protoss, representing Streamer Zone, leading the series 1-0. It is Gerald. Here we go. Here we go. As for now, we are getting into our openers. Once again, we see 3 points. Actually going for a gas first. Okay, it's going to be a gas first build here at a 3-point. He is not a 12 fooling. We're going for an aggressive start, don't get me wrong, but something very, very different. Now, with the earlier gas geyser, this feels like a roach rush. Technically, this could be a Bane bust as well. True, this could be the beginning of a Bane bust, could be a roach rush. I guess it could be the beginning of a fast lair, but Gerald, he does deny the natural expansion. He forces 3-point over to the unnatural natural, and we'll see what exactly the gas is going to be spent on. Is it going to be spent on link speed or something different? So we'll keep it on 3-point. Also, welcome one and all to Ultra Love. There are ley lines and vortexes all over the place. Do love to see it. As I mentioned before, the defensive setup here at the 3rd and the 4th is quite high. There are a lot of choke points to make use of, a lot of ramps as well. You can knock down this tower and just fully wall off the triangular 3rd, so it can be very defendable. We have seen some attempted all-ins on this map, and we spoke about it earlier. I feel like Estrella versus Solar does come to mind, but we'll see what 3-point does, as he does invest into link speed and he does stay in gas. He pulls back in. Ooh, he does pull back in. Okay, now what's interesting is that he pulls back in after he kills the probe. Yep, there it is. Bane Nest. Bane bust. It is going to be a Bane bust for 3-point. He's going all in, and Gerald's back at home. How does he handle this situation? How does he deal with this? Let's go. He's walling up. For now, he's walling up. Gate expanded to Cybercore. First Adept is out. Gateway is on the way. Stargate as well, but really it's all on Gerald scouting the all-in. He's moving out with the probe. The Overlord does confirm, does spot it. Links have arrived. Now Gerald, he did scout the early gas geyser, so he knows it's something. He knows it could be roaches. He knows that it could be an all-in of some kind. Workers are being main outed over. The probe scout is attempted, but is denied by the queen. He at least spots all the lings. Ling speed is revealed. And here come the Banelings. Banelings are on the way. We can see Gerald, he's throwing down the shield battery. Second adept. He spots the lings. And yeah, there we go. He confirms. Big scout here by Gerald. He does confirm the Baneling. He needs to wall off. He does need to wall off. Cybercore gets thrown down. Banelings have arrived. And they're going to be wasted. They get spent on... Oh my... They break through. Oh my god. They break through the Cybercore. Oh, and that may just be... The boys are being pulled. There's still one Baneling left. The shield buddy does what it can, but it looks like 3-point has done it. He has broken the natural. I was not expecting the Cybercore to fall behind it. And he's going for the pylon. The pylon's going to go down. Oracle has arrived. Oracle can focus on the Banelings. Yeah, the Banelings are being targeted, but the production's depowered. That's the problem here. There is no production. There are no gateways. Lings, they flood into the natural. They just surround on the gateways, on the Nexus. They go for the main, and they're going for the kill. They're going for the kill here. And GG 3-point, he breaks through. He will tie up the series 1-1. We are going to the ace match. GG. GG, well played. Really good scouting out of Geralt. I do appreciate that he was able to confirm what was going on. He was able to respond. Unfortunately, the Bane Bust did still knock down not just the Adept, but also the Cybercore as well. And that was game then and there. The wall had fallen, and the natural was compromised. And with that, we're going to the ace match. Once again, Geralt at least is now very much so aware of the kind of player that that 3-point is, but clearly knowing is half the battle. And I'm curious how Geralt will respond here in Game 3. I think we all know that it's going to be an all-in of some kind from 3-point. It's going to happen, but from there, what kind of all-in? You know, do we see a Roach Rush? Do we see another Bane Bust? Do we see another 12 pool? We're going to be loading into Amygdala. Ooh, a bit of a smaller map. Okay. Here we go. Amygdala, of course, has a lot of rocks to work with. It can be knocked down in the center. There's gold bases, but I don't think we're going to get into the gold. I don't think the game is going to last that long. It's not going to happen. Oh boy. As we are loading in. Here we go. Spawning in the top right-hand corner of Amygdala, we have the red Zerg player, the South Korean Zerg representing Team Hyper 1. It is 3-point. No 12 pool. And spawning in the bottom left-hand corner, we have the blue Protoss player, the Polish Protoss representing Streamer Zone. It is Gerald. I will fix up the player names after this. Now we're settling in, and we'll see if we go for another gas first opener. As a reminder, it was gas first last game into the pool. This time 3-point going hatch first. He's crazy. Oh my, he's playing standard for now. The drone moves out, and 3-point is going to be going hatch first. Meanwhile, Geralt, I'm curious if he blindly goes for a Cybercore before Nexus. I am curious. For now, the gateway has been placed. And Gerald should be moving out with his probe scout. Yeah, the probe moves out across the map. Does move out for the scout. And yeah, you can see Gerald, he is paranoid. He's checking for a proxy hatchery. I don't blame him. But he does not go Cybercore before Nexus. Okay. No fear. Or cautious. Don't get me wrong, cautious play, but he is going to be going for the faster expansion. Meanwhile, 3-point did go hatch gas pool, a standard opener out of our Zerg player. So nothing too crazy out of 3-point, and again, pretty standard economic opener here out of Geralt. Sure, you could argue that he had some lost mine time because of the probe scout further out, but outside of that, he should be fine. And Geralt confirms. Gets across the map, he does confirm. Let's confirm what is happening. And Gerald, he's going to be the US instead. I do like this response, actually. Gerald, he did open up standard, don't get me wrong. He was going gate expanded to Cybercore into a Twilight Council. Now, this could be one of two things. I mean, there could be others, but typically this would be either Glaive Adepts or DTs, or both, Glaives or Dark Templar. So far, he hasn't pulled out of gas, but I do like the more assertive start here from Gerald to try to turn the tables on 3-point. Lings are on the way. Rover's been thrown down. Gerald has not pulled out of gas. I'm leaning towards a Dark Shrine instead. Or maybe something more committed. We should be seeing that Dark Shrine. Meanwhile, 3-point is getting an extra pair of Lings, but so far nothing too crazy. Yeah, saturating his bases. 3-point, he is droning. And the Overlord Scout is diving in. Stalker's on the way, but the Overlord, it will actually get into the main. Oh, and there is that Dark Shrine. It gets thrown down further back. Can he keep it safe and sound? Can he keep it hidden? It's going to be close. I think the Overlord will confirm. Spots the Robo, spots the Twilight Council, and will spot the Dark Shrine as well. Big scout here by 3-point. Back at home, he's throwing down Spore Crawlers. He's getting detection. Does lay a Spore at the natural. Interesting. Going for a faster Roach Warren. But the Spore does finish in the main. And he should soon be getting a second Spore. Now, even though Gerald got scouted, even if the DTs don't get any damage done, the power of a DT opener is the fact that it can turn into an Archon drop. And then you can pick off Overlords, you can pick off Lings, Drones, Queens. You can get that much more value with those Archons instead. As Geralt does move out. The third base on this map is very exposed. You can see here, very large ramp towards the north, open entry point here towards the right hand side as well. Defending this third, we've seen a lot of players struggle to do so. But we'll see, as the Dark Shrine is done, and the DTs have arrived. You can see that the Spore is finishing up just in time here at the natural base. The third is exposed. And the DTs are headed towards that third base. Meanwhile, you can see that 3-point is getting ready for a counterattack. Ling Ravager. One Queen goes down. DTs, they drop into the natural. Picking up a couple of Lings. Going for the Spore. Spore gets denied. Not bad, that's a kill, not a cancel. Kill on the Spore Crawler. Once again, rotating around. Ooh, no Spore in the main. It looks like it was repositioned. So, Gerald, pretty good damage so far. Oh, but as I say, that Spore does complete. A nice pick up micro. Head up towards the third. And Geralt, he has seen the army. Again, we have Mass Ling Ravager. 3-point, he's ready for the counterattack. He's pushing. He's pushing out across the map. As I mentioned, I don't see this third base holding. I don't see Geralt holding onto the third. He's morphing in Archons as we speak. It's going to be a tough hold for Geralt. Third base is going to go down. Defensive DTs could have helped, but alas, the Archons are now dropping in. A little bit too late to save the base. And now 3-point is droning. Now he's droning on up. Even though 3-point did take some damage, killing the third does allow him to now take a bit of a lead. I say bit because 3-point is down in drones, but he's saturating. He's droning up. Containing the Protoss. Going for the natural. But the shield battery's in position. And how does Geralt recover with the gold? Oh, going into disruptors as well. Interesting. That I was not expecting. Disruptor production has begun. He's got a decent amount of immortals. 2 immortals already. And here comes the follow-up Archon drop. And we mentioned before, even if DTs don't get too much damage done, I mean, the Archons can. They're hunting down Lings, hunting down Overlords. Three-point getting up to 2 base saturation. As you can see here, 3-point is not droning. He's not droning his third. He's on 44 drones, and he's massing up Roach Ravager, getting ready for another all-in. And Geralt is not aware. He also hasn't been able to find these Overlords. just now finding one. Okay, Overlord goes down. More shield batteries on the way. But again, it's going to be a tough hold here for Gerald. Not impossible, but difficult. Oh, does supply block 3 points. Not bad. For a couple of seconds. Here comes the main army. Unfortunately, Gerald, he does have the Zolnaga. He does spot the army. He sees. Does see the Lings, does see the Roaches. 3 points all in is spotted. Gerald, he's racing back. Oh, no, the Immortals! The Immortals, they get surrounded. A rough start. They should be saved. There we go, nice micro. The Immortals get saved. Roaches are coming from the right-hand side. One Immortal goes down. Massive pickoff. The Disruptor's a little bit too far behind. Nova goes off. Oh, grazes the army. And there's one more Nova left. But again, Novas, they no longer one-shot Roaches. And not the best connections here from Gerald. And the third base, it's going to go down. Third base does fall. Stalkers are out in the open. And 3 point, he can take the fight here. Novas have been a little bit lackluster, but really it's just such an awkward engagement out in the open like this. Nice War Prism Micro. Disruptors taking a lot of hits. Again, they're getting surrounded. Oof. Decent Nova. The Stalker count looking quite high. Oh, the juggling. Save some of the Stalkers. Every Disruptor goes down. And Gerald will hold, but that was a very expensive hold for Gerald. Oh, apparently there's lag going on.
Game paused.
Yeah, hopefully everything's okay. Oh, okay. Like his ping, okay, it looks like it's a little bit unstable. Unfortunately, that yeah, unfortunately, like the PTR servers, we haven't encountered too many issues. But I mean, not the most stable of servers at times. And that would explain some of the miscontrol when it came to the pickup micro, is some lag spikes. So that is really unfortunate. Like that was not the time to have those lag spikes. Very nice connection. Now, what's important here is that even though the third base has fallen for a second time and a lot of probes went down, and all the Immortals and Disruptors and the Archons, 3 point doesn't have the best economy. Remember, this was an all-in. It was an all-in, and ideally 3 point wanted to end the game then and there. He didn't end the game, but he still finds himself, I would say, with a lead. Does have a lead. He's getting a fourth base. He has map control. Infestation bits on the way. 3 point is ahead. Gerald has the potential to bounce back, but there's a lot of pressure on him. There's a lot of onus on this drop to manage to pick up Lings, get some economic damage. There's a lot of pressure here on Gerald. Now getting into Colossus production. Here we go. See in the chat, feels like Disruptors just don't do enough against Roaches anymore. I would agree. I don't think this is the game to like make that statement on though. Like even if all the Novas that we saw connected and killed every Roach that they connected with, I think the outcome would still be the same. So yeah, that's what I would say is regarding this game specifically. Like it was just a really rough kind of setup here getting into that defense, especially with the lag spikes as well, which is less than ideal. As Gerald does move out, going for the Disruptor drops, is going for the Mineral Lines. Oh, not bad. Does get half the Mineral Line. Drones do go down. Gerald, he's recovering. Now he's getting his third base fully saturated. It's still true. Like, Gerald, he's holding his own. is holding his own. 3-point still has that supply lead. A lot of the supplies in roaches, but he has the hive. More importantly, he has vipers. The vipers have arrived. And that's going to be the key unit the 3-point needs here to break this position, to break the Colossus, the Immortals, the Archons. There is going to be some counterplay available with the feedbacks from these High Templar, true. If he can land those feedbacks, if he can deny those abductions, then Gerald can defend. But until then, 3-point is getting ready for his move out. He is getting ready. A couple of DTs get caught. Disruptor drop moving out once again. Trying to sneak up with the army. A bold move here by Gerald. A very bold move. Saves one disruptor. Oh my god. Does get away. Just barely. Slips out. Saves one disruptor. Oh no! I spoke too soon. I spoke too soon. Powerbomb goes up. Disruptor goes down. And here we go. 3-point. He's maxed. He is maxed out. And we'll see if Gerald can pull off a defense. Storm is done. Bear that in mind. Storm has completed. There's that one Colossus. Army's pushing in. Gerald not quite in position. Okay, it's caught on the low ground. Nice feedback. Storm does connect. Wave pushing up a ramp into the Roach Ravager. Into the Roach Hydra. Once again, decent storms. Vipers go down. Very nice pickoffs. And Gerald, he does take a decent fight, but the Lings are getting into the mineral line. Probes are going down. Yeah, Gerald, he loses 20 workers. We don't have WSS Game Hard, unfortunately. So many workers full. Lings, they bust into the natural. And even though Gerald, he did trade more efficiently when it came to the main army, it was very efficient. What about the economy? What about the probes? As Ling run-bys continue, Roach is behind the gold. To hit the gold base, Gerald, he holds. Protects the gold, knocking down the rocks, and Gerald is getting ready for his own counterattack to lay siege upon the gold. I mean, you just saw it, but the skull base can be quite vulnerable here, especially depending on who has map control. Lurker moves out. How many lurkers? Just 9. That's a lot of lunkers. Only one here on the front lines. No detection for Gerald. Observers on the way. But Gerald, he can't engage. Not yet. Ay, ay, ay. Yeah, lurker within range of the mineral line. Lings coming from behind, or the rest of the army as well. Gerald does engage. Oof. Workers are in position. Yeah, and Gerald, he just cannot get his third up and running. He's been denied time and time again. Nothing run by. Gerald is keeping up. Main army pushes in. Oof. Decent storms. Storms do connect. Oh my god, the Lings get roasted. Efficient trades here for Gerald, but he will lose the expansion. Gold base goes down. When he rotates over. Connection with the Novas. Takes down the Roaches. The Concave is brutal. Once again, these storms, but the lurkers are making their way towards the third. The backup third. The spine shots up. Oh my god, the spine shots are insane. Novas don't quite connect. And 3-point. At this point, it looks like he has done it. He's broken the back of Gerald, knocking down the third base over and over again. And the third and the fourth. Gerald just cannot expand. Pushing in. Novas will connect. Oh my god, massive connections! Again, when it comes to the main army engagements, it hasn't been too bad for Gerald. Oh, as he bleeds out three high tempo go down. Ay, ay, ay. He's taking down more of the lurkers. Colossus falls. Good cleanup here by Gerald, but he's out of steam, he's out of resources, out of money. And 3-point is looking to overwhelm. GG, good luck, and 3-point will take the series at 2-1. Will advance on to the semi-finals. GG. GG, well played. 3-point will take it. I do appreciate that 3-point, or that 3-point, yeah, we didn't have a short game 3. We were able to embrace a longer game state, but alas, Gerald did struggle to defend. Definitely, I mean, it was really unfortunate that there was some lag spikes occurring as well, especially in the middle of like these really critical engagements. Lag spikes that otherwise shouldn't be there, especially with a more stable setup. With that, GG, well played. 3-point will advance on into the next round, where he will be facing off against his next opponent. It looks like we might have another update as well. Estrella versus Vindicta, I think, has wrapped up, question mark. Let's find out. Exclamation mark B in the chat to have a look at the bracket yourselves.